Hello everyone. I hope that you have a great day today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use ASP.NET's custom validator. So let me quickly show you my layout over here. Okay, so over here, I have a simple typed message like this. Please enter a part number, and then I'll give an example about what the format of the part number will look like, and then I put an text box over there. Then I put a require field validator, okay, with the error message that is in case if the user forgot to enter the input, okay. And then this will be the custom validator, okay, in case that the data input is not in this format, okay, in this format, which means need the prefix, okay, HD dash. HD can be hard drive, for example. And then this is just the submit button, and then this is the label, okay, label, okay. All right, so let me quickly run the example here. So let me bring my browser, okay, into the recorded area. So assume that I'm not going to enter any data, okay, and then I'm going to click the submit button. Boom. So immediately the require field validator display the error message. So assume that, okay, the customer this time indeed did enter some data. I have some test data in there already. So okay, assume that, okay, this time is in the wrong format. Okay, so let me click the submit button. Oops. So this time you see the custom validator, okay, display that, hey, the input, okay, data is in the wrong format. Okay, so the submit button is not going to process the input at all. So this time assume that I enter the right, okay, data, okay, right format of the data. So let me click the submit button. There you go. So the both validations passed. Okay, so the code in the submit button process the input and display the result in this case. Okay, so assume I'm going to enter another new value. Okay, so yeah, then let me click submit button. So okay, again, okay, as long as it has the prefix HD dash, then it pass. Okay, then it pass. And let me quickly switch to the source code view. Okay, source code view. Okay, so this is the source code view. Okay, so again, feel free to pause the video if this is just the part, okay, you need to know. Okay, and then you can skip the rest of the video. Okay, otherwise I will review the whole, okay, the whole web application to show you how I add those, okay, validators, how I write the code. Okay, so let me close everything. Okay, let me close everything right away, and then create a new, okay, web project. Okay, new web project, and let me call this one as, okay, demo, okay, custom validation. Okay, validation. Yeah. All right. Okay, let me click OK. Again, I have set up my own web server, so please just ignore this message, okay, warning message. And then let me go to project, add a new item, okay, and then this will be the web form. I will just use the default, okay, name for the web form, okay, which is web form 1.spx, and click add. And I'm going to switch to the design view, okay, and then I'm going to type in something like please, okay, enter, okay, a part number, and this will be the example prefix HD dash, okay, 2324, for example. Okay, below, and then I'm going to put a text box, okay, under it, okay, or below it, okay, and then I'm going to put a button, okay, a button, okay, a button there, and then let me call it submit, okay, submit, and then I'm going to put a label there, okay, indicate that if everything works fine, then I will display a message such as, okay, your part number is da 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 da. All right, so now, okay, I'm going to put the required field validator validator, so it is under the categories of validation. Okay, toolbox. Okay, so validation, and then I'm going to put the require field validator first. So require field validator, there you go. And then let me quickly set up few properties. Okay, so first of all, okay, we have to make sure that the source of the control to validate, okay, will be, okay, the text box 1. So make sure that you select the control to compare. Okay, and then, oh, I picked the wrong one. My bad. So let me delete this one. I need the require field. Okay, my bad. All right. Okay, so let me try it again. Okay, so the required, oh, this one. Okay, my bad, my bad. My apology. All right, so let me show up the properties window. Okay, and then check the control to validate. Okay, property. Okay, so let me select the source of the control I want to validate. Okay, which will be text box 1. And then over the property, okay, error message. Let me just type something like, uh, please enter a part number. Okay, please enter a part number. And then, excuse me. Then over the displayed property, I'm going to change to from state to dynamic in case that if everything works fine, then I'm going to use up the space over here. All right, and then right next to it, I'm going to put the custom validator. Okay, custom validator. Okay, so again, the control to validate, okay, will be text box 1, and then the display, okay, I'm going to set it to dynamic. Okay, so if everything works fine, then I'm not going to use up, okay, the space error message, maybe something like this. Okay, format for the input will be hd dash, get the prefix, and then da 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 da, for example. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then I think they will be all. Okay, okay, then now I'm going to write code. Okay, write code to associate with the custom validator. So I'm going to select this, okay, sender, okay, icon, or whatever icon we want to call it. Okay, so this one is the or lightning icon. Okay, yeah, and actually this one is the event icon. Okay, so I'm going to select event. Then once I select it, then the available events, okay, for this custom validator will show up, and then I'm going to pick the server validate event, and then I'm going to create the event handler. Okay, so all I need to do is just put the mouse insertion pointer over there, and then double click on that blank field. Boom, boom. So you can see immediately, okay, okay, it, okay, uh, put me back in the code behind file inside the server validate event handler, and then now I can write code like this. Okay, so let me put the format here. Okay, the format of the input should be hd prefix, okay, dash, okay, 3 characters, okay, and then followed by, for example, 1 2 3 4. Then now I can write something like this: if, okay, text, okay, box, get dot text, okay, text, okay, dot text, and then substring. Okay, so I want to retrieve the first 3 characters. Okay, so it will be from index 0. Okay, and then remember, okay, substring, okay, is like an array, and it is 0 based. Okay, and then the number of characters I want to retrieve from that position will be 3 characters. Okay, 3 characters in length, and then I want to compare to, okay, let's say hd, okay, dash. Okay, so make sure that the prefix, okay, start with hd dash, okay, and then if they are the same, definitely the return code will be 0. Okay, so if it's 0, that means that, okay, everything is good. So I'm going to type, okay, argument dot, okay, is validate, okay, set it to true. Okay, otherwise, okay, 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 arguments, okay, dot is validate property was set to false. That's all. And then okay, for my submit button, okay, so let me write code to associate with the submit button. So let me just quickly select the submit button, double click on it. So it brings me back to the submit button, which is button one's click event. Okay, so now I can write something like this. If okay, page is validated, if it's good, okay, then okay, I can write code like this. Okay, label one dot text okay, equal your part number is okay, concatenate with the input from text box one dot text property. All right, so it's pretty I don't know, in my point of view should be pretty straightforward. All right, okay, so again feel free to pause the video if you need to look at the source code. Okay, so now let me run the application. Okay, so now let me run the application. Okay, and then let me show you the code behind file as well. So now, okay, if uh, if the customer did not enter any input and then click the submit button, okay, so you can see the require field validator, okay, showed up, okay, showed up the error message, okay, so please enter a part number. But in this time, assume that the user entered the wrong okay, format, okay, and then click this submit button. So now the require field validator okay, validation has passed, but then the custom validators validation did not, because it required a input to have the prefix HD dash followed by any combination of alphanumeric values. Okay, so okay, it did not pass. Okay, it did not pass because of the code over here. Okay, the code over here says that okay, hey, I'm going to retrieve the text box once, okay, a string, okay, string, and then I want to retrieve the first three okay, characters. Okay, so this is okay, what's going on over here. Okay, right. Okay, start with index 0, okay, which is the first symbol, and then three characters, and then I'm going to compare with the customers, I mean the company's prefix HD dash. If they are the same, hey, pass. Okay, otherwise, okay, not. Okay, display the error message. So this time, okay, assume that okay, I'm going to use the format like this. Okay, and then again, as long as the prefix has HD dash, then the part number pass. Okay, so let me click submit this time. Boom. Okay, so okay, you pass the process, and then the code in the button one, okay, inside the if statement will be executed. Okay, will be executed. So again, I hope that this will be useful to you. Okay, even though it's quite simple, but then this custom validator, okay, could be a big help. Okay, if you need to write some special code to validate customers' input. All right, have a good day and then have fun.